What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trill Collector, where we talk about the games, the consoles, and the classic memories that made us who we are. Today, we're going back to the 1990s, a time when Sega Genesis was running the streets. So the question is, what are the top 10 Sega Genesis games of the 90s? Now, this list is based on gameplay, replay value, impact, and just how much thrill these games brought to the Genesis. So let's get into it. Number 10. The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Coming in at number 10 is The Adventures of Batman and Robin. This game was no joke. The animation was crazy for the Genesis, the action was fast, and the whole game felt like you were playing an episode of the classic Batman animated series. It was challenging, stylish, and definitely one of those Genesis games that showed what the system could really do. Batman fans knew what time it was. Number 9. Mortal Kombat 2. Finish him. You already know. Mortal Kombat 2 had everybody fighting for the controller. The characters, fatalities, secret moves, this game was a whole experience. And if you had friends over, you already knew somebody was getting salty after losing. Mortal Kombat 2 absolutely deserves a spot on this list. Number 8. Contra Hard Corps. Now this one right here was hard. Contra Hard Corps came through with non-stop action, huge explosions, crazy enemies, and some serious difficulty. You had to have your reflexes ready, and when you finally made it through a tough section, that feeling was undefeated. Number 7. Earthworm Jim. Who decided an earthworm needed a super suit? Who cares? Because Earthworm Jim was hilarious, weird, creative, and fun. The levels were wild, the characters were memorable, and the game had personality all over it. This was one of those games where you could tell the developers were having fun making it. Number 6. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Now we're getting serious. Sonic 3 and Knuckles was huge. You had Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. Multiple zones, special stages, different abilities, and a ton of content. And locking Sonic 3 together with Sonic and Knuckles. That was next-level Genesis technology back in the day. This was Sonic at its peak. Number 5. Phantasy Star the Fourth. If you were into RPGs, you already know. Phantasy Star the Fourth showed that the Genesis could deliver a deep role-playing experience with great characters, story, exploration, and combat. This was the type of game you could get lost in for hours. And that's exactly what a great RPG is supposed to do. Number 4. Shining Force 2. Speaking of RPGs, Shining Force 2 is one of the Genesis classics. The tactical battles were addictive, the characters were memorable, and there was always that feeling that you were building your own little army. If strategy games were your thing, this one could eat up your whole weekend. Number 3. Gunstar Heroes. Now this is where the action gets crazy. Gunstar Heroes was fast. You had weapons, bosses, explosions, crazy movement, and some of the smoothest action the Genesis had to offer. Treasure really showed what they could do with this hardware. If you haven't played Gunstar Heroes, go back and play it. Number 2. Streets of Rage 2. 2 words. Streets of Rage. And I'm talking about Streets of Rage 2. This game had everything. Great characters, great stages, great combat, and one of the best soundtracks on the Genesis. You could pull up with a friend, pick your characters, and spend hours cleaning up the streets. This game is legendary, but there's still one game sitting at number 1. Number 1. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You knew this was coming. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This game was absolutely massive. The speed, the music, the levels, the special stages. And then Sega introduced Tails. Sonic 2 wasn't just another Genesis game. For a lot of people, this was the Genesis experience. You could pick up the controller and immediately feel like you were flying through those levels. That's why Sonic the Hedgehog 2 takes the number 1 spot on the Trill Collector's list. They're honorable mentions. And look, I know some of y'all are about to get in these comments. So here are some honorable mentions. Castlevania Bloodlines, Rocket Knight Adventures, Toe Jam and Earl, Comic Zone, Echo the Dolphin, Road Rash 2, NBA Jam, Disney's Aladdin, all classics in their own right. So there you have it. The Trill Collector's top 10 Sega Genesis games of the 1990s. But now I want to hear from you. What game did I leave off the list? And more importantly, what's your #1 Genesis game? Drop it in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the Trill Collector, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next trip down memory lane.